What's going on, everybody? It's me, Phil Smith, here again for another episode of W.I.N, your Wednesday Inspirational Nuggets. Last week, we talked about how you have the power and authority to speak life into your situation. So I just hope that you guys been incorporating that in your everyday lives, speaking life and not death to every situation, because yes, you have the ability to form your day, to command your day, to command your weeks on how you want it to go. All right, so I just hope that you guys been incorporating that nugget that I gave you last week, waiting for this video. So today's episode, I want to talk about your vision. It's the year 2014, and I know people have a lot of goals, a lot of things that they want to get done this year. They believe, a lot of people I know are believing that 2014 is their year. So with that being said, I'm going to talk to you about your vision, and I'm going to give you 3 nuggets on how to accomplish your vision. Okay, so last week I was just watching the game. I was watching the Rose Bowl, right? I'm a diehard football fan. I love it. So I was watching it, and they showed a story about Michigan State head coach D'Antonio, right? And they just showed a little video how back in May he made a video. His daughter recorded it of being in the Rose Bowl, being in the same exact location of the Rose Bowl. That's right, he was in the actual stadium where the 2014 Rose Bowl was going to be played. And you know what he did? He spoke life into the situation. The video was made saying that how he believed that it was his team's year. It was his team's year to go out and win the Rose Bowl. So now I'm going to get into the nuggets. Nugget number 1, write it down. You got to write your vision down. You write it down, you make it plain, so that whoever comes in contact with you and whoever comes in agreement with you and reads your vision or sees your vision, they could be in agreement with you, okay? So you want to write that vision down. So Coach D'Antonio, he wrote it down. He made a video. He had his daughter record it in May. In May, you hear me? In May, he recorded the video speaking life and saying how he believed that it was his team's year. It was his team's year to not only get to the Rose Bowl, but to win the Rose Bowl. And what happened? What happened on January 1st, 2014? That's right, his team won. After a sluggish start, they came back and they won, okay? Michigan State won. Now they're Rose Bowl champions, all right? So that was nugget number 1. Nugget number 2, you got to work the vision. You have to work your vision. You just can't sit around, wait for somebody to bring it to you, because it's not going to happen. Nothing in this world is given to you, okay? You have to work for everything that you desire. So that's the same thing with your vision. You have to work for it, okay? Coach D'Antonio, his staff seen it. His players seen it. The equipment managers seen it. The entire university, they was all in agreement with his vision, with his video. And what they do, they all work. Everybody played a key part in Michigan State getting to the Rose Bowl and winning. So you got to work that vision. They worked in the off season. They worked in season. They watched film. They practiced. They did everything that they had to do to become Rose Bowl champions. Not only Rose Bowl champions, but Big Ten champions, okay? Listen to me. They got a Big Ten championship and they got a Rose Bowl championship, people. 2 championships in 1 season, okay? So number 2, you got to work the vision. Number 3, you got to will that vision, okay? You got to will that vision. It's not going to be easy. Nothing in this world is easy. Nothing in this world is given to you, okay? So be prepared for, the days where you up and you happy, everything's going right, and be prepared for those days that's going down. And that's when the days where you down, you don't know if you can do it anymore, that's when you got to will it. That's when you got to go to your vision, be like, okay, this is my vision for the year 2014. This is what I got to do. This is how I got to do it. So you got to will that vision, okay? Back to the Michigan State story. They had to will it. They had to will that victory. They came out the gate slow, down 10-0, okay? They were down 10-0 against Stanford. And we all know Stanford is a very, very, very good team. Very good team. Michigan State, they were down 10-0. Guess what? They willed it. They willed it. They willed it. They willed it, came back, and they won. Prior before that game, they had to will it against Ohio State. They came out the gate, they were smoking. They were smoking against Ohio State, the number 2 team in the nation, who everybody was pretty much penciling in for the national championship game. Michigan State had them on the ropes. Boom, delivering the blows, delivering the blows. Come second half, Ohio State came out fighting. Michigan State down on their back, but guess what? They willed it. When there was a play that needed to be made, they made it. You know why? Because they went back to their vision. They went back to the vision that Coach D'Antonio had, that was written down, that it was recorded, you know? They went back to what they worked for to get to that point, and why they remember why they was there at that point. So they willed it. They willed it, okay? So that was nugget number 3. So remember, the 3 nuggets. You want to work your vision. You want to write your vision. And you want to will your vision, okay? So until next week, man, I just want you to incorporate the 3 nuggets that I gave you today and speaking life and death into every situation that I gave you last week. All right? Until another episode of W.I.N, I'm Phil, and I'll see you guys next week.